In October 2024, Hyundai did something India had never seen before. They asked Indian investors for money, 27,870 crore rupees, India's biggest share sale ever, bigger than LIC, bigger than Paytm, the biggest one in history. Here's how much of that money went into Hyundai's business in India. Zero, not 1 rupee. Here's how a normal share sale works. A company sells shares to the public. The money goes into the company uses it to build factories, pay off loans, grow. That's the deal investors expect. But Hyundai's was different. Hyundai Korea, the parent company, already owned shares in Hyundai India. They sold those shares to Indian investors. Think of it like this. Your friend sells you their old bicycle. Your friend got the money. The bicycle didn't change. That's what happened here. Indian investors paid 27,870 crore rupees. Hyundai India got nothing. Every single rupee went straight from Indian pockets to Korea. On the first day of trading, the stock went down. India's biggest share sale ever, and it dropped 7% before noon. Why? The price was too high. People felt they overpaid just to get in. But that's a one-day problem. What comes next happens every single year. Here's something Hyundai quietly changed right before the share sale. Every year, Hyundai India has to send a cut of its money to Korea. Think of it like this. Imagine you earn 100 rupees. Before you can spend any of it, you have to give 3 rupees 50 to your parents. Every month. Forever. No matter what. Before the share sale, that cut was 2 rupees 50 out of every 100. After the share sale, they raised it to 3 rupees 50. 1 extra rupee. Sounds small. But Hyundai India earns so much that 1 extra rupee per 100 costs 700 crore rupees a year. Every year. Automatically. To Korea. Before Indian investors see any of it. Every one of these decisions was made in Korea. For Korea. You own a share of what's left over. There's one more thing. Hyundai India had to write this in their own documents. Hyundai Korea also owns Kia. Same parent, same family. And Kia sells cars in India, competing directly with Hyundai. Here's what happened. In 2020, out of every 100 cars sold in India, Hyundai sold 18. Kia had just arrived. They had almost nothing. Fast forward to 2024. Hyundai now sells 15 out of every 100. Kia sells 6. Look at where Kia's customers came from, not from Maruti. From Hyundai. The parent let one child eat the other child's lunch. And Hyundai had to say this themselves. They wrote it in the same document they used to sell you shares. Their exact words, "We compete with our own group company." That is not me saying it. That is Hyundai, in writing. Now, to be fair, Hyundai India is actually a great company. The Crore is India's #1 selling SUV. Number 1. Hyundai is India's second biggest car maker, right after Maruti. They sell cars to more than 90 countries from India. They make real money, every year, consistently. They're building more factories, more jobs, more growth. This is not a bad business. This is a very good business. A lot of smart people looked at all that and said, I want in. The price is high, but a great company is worth paying for. So they bought. That's what makes what happened next worth knowing. 1 year after the share sale. Here's the score. Maruti Suzuki, the old one everyone ignored, up 12.4%. Hyundai, the record-breaking share sale, up 2.5%. The boring old one made 5 times more money. The people who skipped the headlines and bought the boring name did better. Here's what this story teaches you. 3 questions. Ask them before you ever put money into a share sale. 1. Is the money going into the company, or is someone just selling their old shares and walking away? Those are very different things. Hyundai Korea walked away with 27,870 crore rupees. Hyundai India got nothing. 2. What else does the parent company own? If they have another brand selling the same thing in the same place, that's a problem. Read the risk pages. Most people skip them. Don't. 3. What changed in the 12 months before the share sale? Did fees go up? Did contracts change? Companies have to tell you these things. They write them down. Hyundai told everyone their fee was going up. It was right there in the document. Most people didn't read that far. The answers were always there. You just had to read. If this helped, subscribe. I make these every week. And leave a comment. Did you buy Hyundai's shares or did you skip it? Tell me what you thought at the time.